In the vast expanse of human history, few civilizations have captivated our imaginations as much as ancient Egypt. This land of monumental pyramids, mystical hieroglyphs, and powerful pharaohs has shaped countless myths and stories. Yet despite its seemingly eternal hold on the world, ancient Egypt, like all empires, eventually fell. But what exactly caused the decline of this once glorious civilization? Today, we will unravel the intricate tapestry of factors that led to the fall of the pharaohs and the end of ancient Egypt's dominance. The story begins in the Nile Valley, where the annual floodwaters once nurtured one of the world's earliest and most enduring agricultural hubs. This agricultural success laid the foundation for a unified Egyptian state around 3100 BCE. With strong leadership and a centralized administration, the pharaohs harnessed the river's bounty to build their legendary empire, marked by prosperity and monumental achievements. However, the seeds of Egypt's eventual decline were sown in the very soil that had supported its rise. By the end of the New Kingdom, around 1070 BCE, the Nile's once predictable flooding became erratic, leading to crop failures and widespread famine. This environmental stress weakened the state's economic foundation, making it vulnerable to both internal and external threats. Internally, a complex web of power struggles began to unravel the political cohesion of the realm. The priesthood of Amun, centered in Thebes, became increasingly powerful, challenging the authority of the pharaohs. The once unified nation splintered as different regions sought their own autonomy. At this juncture, Egypt was no longer a centralized empire, but rather a collection of competing factions. As Egypt weakened from within, external pressures mounted. Over the centuries, the Hittites, Libyans, Assyrians, Nubians, and eventually the Persians all took advantage of Egypt's vulnerability. One significant blow came around 525 BCE when the Achaemenid Empire under Cambyses II invaded and incorporated Egypt as a mere province. This marked the first time the land of the pharaohs was ruled by a foreign power, an affront to the Egyptian identity that further eroded the people's unity. Yet, it was not only war and conflict that took their toll on Egypt. The economic structure centered around an agrarian society became increasingly outmoded as new trade routes shifted the axis of wealth and power elsewhere. The birth of the Greek and later Roman influences introduced new cultural and economic dynamics, diminishing Egypt's traditional global standing. By the arrival of the Roman Empire, Egypt had become a shadow of its former self. Cleopatra VII, the last known pharaoh, famously aligned herself with Julius Caesar and later Mark Antony in hopes of reviving her nation's power. Their ultimate defeat and her tragic demise in 30 BCE marked the end of pharaonic rule, as Egypt was absorbed into the Roman Empire. A multitude of causes, from climate change and economic shifts to political instability and foreign invasions, contributed to the downfall of ancient Egypt. As we examine these layers, it becomes clear that no single factor brought about the demise of this great civilization. Rather, it was a confluence of events that eroded the pillars of what once was an empire that seemed destined to last forever. In hindsight, the fall of the pharaohs offers a cautionary tale of impermanence. It teaches us about the fragility of human constructs when faced with the relentless march of time and change. The echoes of ancient Egypt's civilization still resonate across the sands of time. Its art and ideas continue to inspire and intrigue the modern world. In conclusion, the fall of ancient Egypt reminds us that even the mightiest civilizations must navigate the delicate balance between environmental stewardship, political unity, and adaptability to change. While the era of the pharaohs has long passed, its legacy endures, offering lessons and prompting reflections on the interconnectedness of human and natural history. As we look to the future, may these reflections serve as a beacon, guiding us in preserving our heritage and learning from the past, so that we may forge a path toward a more resilient and enduring future.